Hi, my name is Francoise Lesbrance, and I'm a student at Liberty University. And my project is on interpersonal communication for class HSCO 508. And basically, I'm going to talk about interpersonal communication, what it is, my overarching goal, how I enlarge the conversation with communication. I'm going to explain a little bit about my background, my behavior blend, my communication barriers, and some of the strategies that I use to overcome those barriers, and an action plan. Interpersonal communication is basically a subset of communication in general. It's collaboration with choices, cultures, identities, conversation. Some of the nonverbal expressions and verbal expressions are all a part of interpersonal communication. Your gestures, your emotions, smiling, your appearance, events, all of that is about interpersonal communication. My overarching goal is to be a better listener and motivate other people to achieve their goals that they're afraid to achieve on a daily basis. And to encourage others and not judge them. Show empathy, show warmth, and genuineness. Enlarging the conversation for me is to do different new things to improve my thoughts and feelings. And my best way to do that is public speaking, motivational speaking seminars, brunch with teenagers, community involvement, and networking. I've always had trouble speaking in front of people, and I think over the years, you know, going to different schools and speaking in front of the kids has helped me grow tremendously. And I think public speaking and community involvement will enlarge my conversation in the long run. My background, I'm a mother and a mother to be again, a wife, a mentor, a prayer warrior, child of God, office manager, sister, daughter. And I'm very family based oriented. Based on Carbonell, behavior blending is the combination of traits, factors that anyone individual possess, as measured on the four temperament models, also referred to DISC, which is dominant, inspiring, conscious, and supportive. And they're the four temperament. My blend behavior, when I did my Uniquely test or report, it came out that I was steady specialist. And it was amazing to me that this is actually me. This is all a part of me. It says that I need to increase my confidence, fear not, speak out more often, be outgoing and less inhibited, be assertive, don't be insecure, which I've found amazing because I sometimes have barriers on speaking out more often and not being assertive. And my steady competitive type is to be assertive and strong and be enthusiastic and enjoy relationships rather than endure them. Remember that peace and happiness do not come from security and safety. So that was amazing for me to take that report because it made me realize that this is who I am and this is what I need to work on. The impact of my background, the positive side is good people skills, kind, nice, caring, which is just all this is me. Obedient and submissive, motivating and encouraging, and generous and giving. Throughout my whole life, I've heard this a lot that, Fran, you always give people your last, and I've been raised that you have to share with others. And some people might think that's a weakness because people might take advantage of you. But for me, I just think that God has blessed me in so many ways. So why not share? Even if someone else doesn't appreciate it, but I know deep down in my heart that I did it with all of my heart. The negative side of the impact of my background is undecisive, relentless, not competitive, less straightforward, less talkative, which I found straight to the point. Um, the impact of background on my conversations, positively able to listen, encourage, and then respond to others. Um, I'm always the type to motivate others, giving them positive advice, quotes, um, reading, telling them stuff from the Bible. And the negative side is concealing my thoughts to avoid confrontation, miscommunication, and conversation with others. Sometimes I find it that people don't understand me, and it's not that I don't share my thoughts. It's maybe the way that I'm sharing it, and I'm not taking my time to process it in my head, and to tell people what I'm actually feeling. So that could be a negative aspect. The potential barriers that I face is I overuse my cautious and concerned way of acting and thinking. I tend to be submissive, that I sometimes feel like I'm being intimidated. My shyness and nervousness, not being able to communicate with people more often, not voicing my opinion, letting people take advantage of my kindness. And some of the ways that I've found to help me overcome my barriers is don't wait for people to ask my opinions. Jump into the conversation, share my opinions. Do not just sit there and listen. Voice it, speak how I feel, because people won't know. Volunteer to take charge of a group, entertain the audience, overcome my shyness and nervousness, act like a clown sometimes, which I don't know how to, but I'm learning how to. Tell jokes and stories, be more enthusiastic. My solutions. Isaiah 40, chapter 31 says, excuse me, chapter 40, verses 31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." And for me, I can only go forward. I can only be myself and you know, stand firm. Network with other people, to overcome these barriers. Communicate with other people besides my family and friends. Do things out of my comfort zones. These are the things that will help me overcome the shyness and the nervousness, and be able to talk to other people and not sweat in my hands and feel like, oh my god, I can't do this when I can. It's a mind thing, and I just have to learn how to communicate, network with people, which will help me in the long run. My action plan is to use the talker listening card tool, which can help me become an effective listener and not overtalk people, and still be able to voice my opinion. I can commit myself to being professional rather than personal when it comes to solving my problems with others. I will resolve my conflicts and will do right regarding regarding others. Um, Overall, doing this project has helped me want to communicate more. And this past week, I've been to networking events. I've been to a couple of schools to speak to younger kids on how education is important, and I think that was great for me. Overall, my conclusion for this project is I am me. I am not perfect. I am loyal. I am honest. I'm genuine. I can be shy. I can be playful, but I am me. Thank you.